Do you know which celebrities are your NFL team's biggest fan? In this video, we will take a look to see which superstars are the biggest fans of your team. If you love the NFL and want to stay updated on all the latest news, hit that subscribe button for more exciting content. Number 1. Arizona Cardinals, Blake Shelton. Starting our list, we have Blake Shelton, the famous country singer and Arizona Cardinals fan. Although he was born in Oklahoma, a state without an NFL team, he's been a devoted Cardinals fan for years. Number 2. Atlanta Falcons, Samuel L. Jackson. Next, we have the highest grossing actor in Hollywood, Samuel L. Jackson, and his love for the Atlanta Falcons. Before his fame, he used to sell hot dogs at the Falcons games. He can be seen on the sidelines and even in their team commercials. Number 3. Baltimore Ravens, Michael Phelps. Moving on to the Baltimore Ravens, we have the 23-time gold medalist Michael Phelps. He's been a team fan since childhood and is nicknamed the Baltimore Bullet. Number 4. Buffalo Bills, Wolf Blitzer. Our next celebrity fan is CNN reporter Wolf Blitzer, a diehard fan of the Buffalo Bills. Despite their recent struggles, he's proud to show off his Bills gear and can name every Bills great. Number 5. Carolina Panthers, Steph Curry. Representing the Carolina Panthers, we have NBA superstar Steph Curry. He grew up in North Carolina and has been a fan of the team his whole life. He can often be seen on the sidelines wearing Panthers gear and even practices with the Warriors in a Panthers jersey. Number 6. Chicago Bears, Barack Obama. Former U.S. President Barack Obama is a big fan of the Chicago Bears. He spent most of his life in Chicago and even invited the Super Bowl winners to the White House during his presidency. Number 7. Cincinnati Bengals, George Clooney. Hollywood A-lister George Clooney is a fan of the Cincinnati Bengals. Although he may be a big shot now, Clooney grew up in Kentucky and Ohio, and since Kentucky doesn't have an NFL team, he chose to support the Bengals. Number 8. Cleveland Browns, Brad Paisley. Next, we have country music star Brad Paisley, a die-hard Cleveland Browns fan. Despite their struggles in recent years, Paisley remains a loyal fan, even dressing up as quarterback Brian Sipe for Halloween when he was a child. Number 9. Dallas Cowboys, LeBron James. Representing America's team, we have NBA superstar LeBron James, a proud Dallas Cowboys fan. Despite being from Ohio, he grew up during the Cowboys' prime in the 90s and has been a fan ever since. Number 10. Denver Broncos, Lindsey Vonn. Olympic skier Lindsey Vonn is a die-hard fan of the Broncos. She became a fan at 12 when her family moved to Denver and has been a vocal team supporter ever since. Number 11. Detroit Lions, Eminem. Yes, even the Detroit Lions have a famous fan, and it's none other than Eminem. The rapper has been repping the city of Detroit for years and was chosen as the team's honorary captain before one of their games in 2018. Number 12. Green Bay Packers, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is a surprising fan of the Green Bay Packers, considering he's got roots in New Orleans. However, he's been a fan since 1997 when the Packers beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. He's been seen in Packers gear and even released a song in 2021 called Green and Yellow. Number 13. Houston Texans, Simone Biles. Gymnastics superstar Simone Biles is a fan of the Houston Texans. As a Houston native, she's been a team fan since its founding in 1999. She's even announced draft picks and will be an honorary member of the Texans cheerleading squad, cheering on the sidelines during a game. Number 14. Indianapolis Colts, Rob Lowe. Actor Rob Lowe is a longtime fan of the Indianapolis Colts, even sporting Colts gear at their games. He's been friends with the team's owner, Jim Irsay, for years and was even present at every Colts game during their 2007 Super Bowl run. Number 15. Jacksonville Jaguars, Bill Murray. Bill Murray may be a huge fan of Chicago baseball, but he's been a loyal fan of the Jacksonville Jaguars since the early 2000s. He's attended training camps and even helped former Jaguars coach Jack Del Rio break down some film. Number 16. Kansas City Chiefs, Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs. He grew up in Kansas and became a fan of all the local sports teams. He narrated the entire season of the NFL show Hard Knocks when Kansas City was the focus and even got to hold the Lombardi Trophy when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in 2020. Number 17. Las Vegas Raiders, Ice Cube. Rapper Ice Cube is a loyal fan of the Las Vegas Raiders, referring to himself as the president of Raider Nation. Growing up in Los Angeles, where the Raiders once called home, Ice Cube has supported the team through their moves to Oakland and Las Vegas. Number 18, Los Angeles Chargers, Phil Mickelson. Golfer Phil Mickelson remains a loyal fan of the Los Angeles Chargers no matter what. Despite losing some fans since their move to Los Angeles, Phil Mickelson is friends with the Chargers owner, Dean Spanos. Number 19, Los Angeles Rams, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is the most extreme fan of the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are another team that's moved several times but is now back to their second home in Los Angeles. Kendrick Lamar even remained loyal to the team when they went to St. Louis, where they didn't see a lot of success. Number 20, Miami Dolphins, Darius Rucker. Darius Rucker, the lead singer for Hootie and the Blowfish, is a Miami Dolphins fan. He grew up in South Carolina, so it makes sense that he's a fan of the college team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. But it's a little more difficult to understand why he's chosen to be a fan of the Cincinnati Reds and Miami Dolphins. Number 21, Minnesota Vikings, Chris Jericho. Pro wrestler Chris Jericho may be a Minnesota Vikings fan, but he's not a big fan of quarterback Kirk Cousins. He grew up in Canada, but is a huge Vikings fan and isn't afraid to speak his mind about the team. Number 22, New England Patriots, Mark Wahlberg. Actor Mark Wahlberg is probably the loudest and most well-known Patriots fan. He's been a fixture at the Red Sox, Celtics, and Patriots games for several years. Number 23, New Orleans Saints, Brad Pitt. Oscar-winning actor Brad Pitt has been spotted at several New Orleans Saints games and has also talked about them in interviews. He even narrated a special on the NFL Network about the team. Number 24, New York Giants, LL Cool J. Rapper LL Cool J grew up in New York and has been an outspoken fan of the New York Giants for years. He fell in love with the team in the 80s when they had linebacker Lawrence Taylor. Number 25, New York Jets, Adam Sandler. Actor and comedian Adam Sandler is a regular at New York Jets games and blames himself when the team loses. There are several references to the Jets in his movies. Number 26, Philadelphia Eagles, Bradley Cooper. Actor Bradley Cooper grew up in Philadelphia and has always been an Eagles fan. He may be a bit less rowdy than his character in Silver Linings Playbook, but watching his reactions during the 2018 Super Bowl was pretty fun. Number 27, Pittsburgh Steelers, Wiz Khalifa. Rapper Wiz Khalifa is a huge fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. About a decade before Lil Wayne came out with the Packers tribute song Green and Yellow, Wiz Khalifa came out with Black and Yellow in 2010, obviously referring to the Steelers' colors. Number 28, San Francisco 49ers, Jeremy Renner. Actor Jeremy Renner is a big San Francisco 49ers fan, helping voice an NFL Network documentary about the team in 2015. He grew up in California and has been a Niners fan. Number 29, Seattle Seahawks, Chris Pratt. Actor Chris Pratt grew up in Washington, so it makes sense that he's a Seattle Seahawks fan. In 2016, he called them solid Americans who lead by example. He likes that quarterback Russell Wilson and some other players help the community by supporting local organizations. Number 30, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Hulk Hogan. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan is a huge fan of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, spending a lot of time in the Tampa area. He often tweets about the team, and he visited them at their training camp in 2018. Number 31, Tennessee Titans, Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen, the chart-topping country music sensation, proudly represents his Tennessee roots as a devoted Tennessee Titans fan. Born and raised in Sneedville, Tennessee, Wallen's love for his home state runs deep, and that extends to his unwavering support for the Titans. Despite his skyrocketing success in the music industry, Wallen remains grounded and connected to his Tennessee heritage, often showcasing his passion for football and the Titans through social media and public appearances. Whether it's belting out his hit songs or cheering on his beloved Titans, Morgan Wallen embodies the true spirit of Tennessee, both on and off the stage. Number 32, Washington football team, Kevin Durant. Although he was born in the nation's capital, basketball star Kevin Durant went to college in Texas and spent much time in Oklahoma. Nonetheless, he remains a true Washington football team fan. Well, there you have it, folks. The biggest celebrity fans for all 32 NFL teams. Whether you're a Cardinals or a Chiefs fan, it's always great to see celebrities supporting their favorite teams. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.